Good morning. Dewayne here, Dry Creek Wrangler School. One of the things that just really saddens me when people talk is people who are living a life that they don't see a purpose. They don't see a direction. They're bored. They are without any dream for tomorrow, anything for tomorrow. I get up, I go to work, to a job that doesn't thrill me. I get a paycheck that doesn't provide anything extra. I come home to an apartment or a house that I don't really, it's not what I wanted. And I know that I'm going to be doing this tomorrow because I don't have anything else to do. I don't know what else to do. I don't know where else to go. To get out of that rut, I think if there are some things that you have, some things that you concentrate on, it can help you get out of that rut. I think the first thing a person needs is they need a dream. This school that Mom and this was our dream for 30 years. We tried to do this several years ago, and it didn't work. But we never lost the dream. And you got to have a dream. I don't know how people survive in life with any kind of peace or happiness or fulfillment without having a dream. A dream needs to be something that there is a possibility of fulfilling. Otherwise, it's not a dream, it's a fantasy. But you need a dream. And don't be afraid to dream big. The saying is that if your dreams don't scare you to death, they're not big enough. Your dream needs to be bigger than you are right now. If you have a dream and you say, I can fulfill that dream right now, today, that's not really a dream, and it's not big enough. And you will only succeed to the level of your dreams. And you won't get any further than that. You won't get any bigger than that. You won't accomplish any more than that. So you need a dream. A big, exciting, scary, fulfillable dream. And it has to be your dream. It can't be your parents' dream for you. It has to be your dream. And so along with that dream, you have to have some flexibility. As the dream is taking place today, it's not in the exact form of what we originally thought it was going to be. Things came up and we're like, oh, well, that's not something really that we're very good at. We need to tweak that and adjust that a little bit. Keep moving forward, but have some flexibility. When you set a dream and you say, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And you make a plan, and the plans are good. But if you come to a certain point where there's a tree across the road or the bridge is out, you can't say, well, there goes my dream. You've got to be flexible. Well, what am I going to do? What adjustments am I going to make to be able to still get to where I'm going, to be what I want to be? You need some flexibility. You need discipline. You need personal discipline. There's times when you don't feel like doing what needs to be done to get this. But you got to say, feelings has nothing to do with it. This is my dream. This is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to do the things that I don't feel like doing. I'm going to do the things I don't want to do. I'm going to do the things that don't come easy to me, that do not come natural to me. I'm going to get up and do it. You can't live your life on feelings. You're going to have feelings, but you cannot let your feelings dictate what you are or are not going to do today. You got to have personal discipline. Sometimes 4 years of college and a degree is part of your path to get where you're going, if for no other reason to teach you discipline. I have to study. I have to do finals. I can't go to that party. I can't go to there. I can't do that because I'm having a hard time in chemistry. It doesn't come easy. And so I've got to discipline myself, and I have to sit down and I have to spend this evening studying so I can pass that test tomorrow while all my friends are out partying and having fun. You got to have some personal discipline. Sometimes the only thing that keeps people in life from succeeding is just a lack of discipline. You cannot set yourself up to depend on being motivated. Motivation is a feeling. That's somebody pumping up your feelings to get you encouraged to do what you should do. Well, what happens when you don't have the motivation? You just have the personal discipline. So you gotta set it. You gotta have a dream. You gotta set a goal. You gotta be flexible in that, and you gotta be self-disciplined. And the other thing is you have to have patience. One of the pitfalls I see with young people getting their direction and their encouragement and everything from the internet is, I'm gonna be a millionaire by the time I'm 26. That's not practical. For us normal people, it takes time. Because not only do you have to mature and grow, there's things in life that if you have a big enough dream, you're not the person you need to be right now to fulfill that dream. Now you keep moving towards it. You keep doing what needs to be done. But at the same time, you realize that you yourself are gaining in knowledge and in experience and in personal growth, and that sometimes you're not ready. The dream isn't ready for you, and you're not ready for your own dream. You have to be patient. Things have to come at the right time. You know, as I've talked about before, a big ship fixing to take a journey, the tide has to be right before they can leave the dock. You got to wait for the tide to be right. There's going to be places in your life that you're going to have to sit for longer than you wanted to sit. There's a trip in your life that you want to take 2 years, and it might take 10 years. And you want to make that trip in 10 years. Well, it might take 20 years. And just because you're not at your destination right now does not mean you failed to reach your destination. It just means you're not there right now. You've got to have patience. You've got to stay the course. Be flexible. Be disciplined. And never lose sight of the base core of your dream. I love teaching. I love it. And I love teaching horses. Base core of my dream was I wanted to teach horsemanship at a very base level that everybody could understand and to help folks. I wanted to introduce as many people as I could who wanted to come into the horse life and saw no other way to do it. I wanted to provide that door for them to walk through and come in to enjoy what my wife and I enjoy. You know, if you really enjoy something, you want to share it with others. My wife and I have loved this life for so many years, the horses and everything that goes with it, the riding, the wrangling, the open country, that we wanted to share it with others. That was the base dream. And we never lost sight of that. Never lost sight of it. Now, listen to me. When you were younger, you had a dream. But you got married and had a couple kids, and now you're like, well, that dream is dead. Not necessarily. You're not done yet. And you just may need to be a little bit flexible and a little patient. Not now does not mean not ever. And not this way does not mean not at all. Don't quit. Don't give up. Don't become so rigid and inflexible that you can't modify your path and modify your schedule to get where you're going. Because if you quit that easy, you never really wanted it that bad. Hopelessness is a state of mind. Don't live your entire life hopeless and unfulfilled. As long as you're moving towards a dream. What if I'm so far away from my dream now that I die before I actually reach it? Die on the road. Die on the road.